everyone! Welcome to the first video of our series, 3 Questions with an SSO Musician. I'm Jasmine. I'm here with Roberto, who is a flautist with the Singapore Symphony Orchestra.
Hello, everybody.
Over the last few weeks, we've been asking students to submit questions, and so we've picked 3 that we're going to ask Roberto, and maybe he can show us a couple of techniques and give us some advice as well. So, Roberto, our first question comes from Ignatius, and it's quite a personal one. So, Ignatius would like to know, what was your first experience with the flute, and did you already fall in love with the instrument then?
Okay, I began playing the flute when I was 7 years old, something like that. And I was not that much into it at first. I was going to the conservatory, practicing more or less. But for me, the breakthrough was to play with people. When I began playing chamber music, to play in the wind band or in youth orchestras, then I'm in love with this. And it lasts at least until today, right? So it's quite a few years already.
Wow, okay. How many people did you play with when you first started?
Oh, in the wind band, we were like around 60 people.
Wow.
And chamber music, I remember we were like 4 or 5 people that we tend to play together all the time. Actually, I remember on weekends to go play basketball and then to play chamber music all together. That was pretty special.
Wow, that's amazing. It's just, getting off the court and being sweaty. And I'm like, okay, let's all play this together.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. The second question I would like to ask you is from Auntie, which is actually quite a long one and quite technical. There are 3 parts to this question. So the first one is, what are some of the different ways of tonguing on the flute? And how do you use them at different places? And what kind of attacks suit what places as well?
Yeah, that's very specific.
Yes, very specific. Yeah, I think Auntie wants to become a professional flautist,
Actually, there is a story behind about the tonguing. Because when I was a little kid, when I began playing, I used to putting the tongue in the middle of my lips, in between my lips. So it was something like this. But then later, when I was about 20 years old, I totally changed the technique.
Oh, how come?
Well, I was not very happy with that. I was struggling through some pieces. So I decided to change, just to try. It took me a lot of work. I took the whole summer, I think, like a lot of practice, many hours a day. And the result was much better. But these kind of changes might take a while. So you cannot change for 1 week. Because that's not going to work. You really have to go for it and see if it works better.
So, I mean, there's one specific technique, but I guess the nuances, like the small changes, it varies from player to player?
Right. Yeah. So what I did for my change was to put the tongue behind my teeth, but not touching the teeth. So there is this very specific point, where I put my tongue.
Wow.
But different players, they use different places to put the tongue.
Wow, okay. Yeah. And it took a whole summer to fix that.
Oh, yeah. And now, after many years, I think that was even a short time. It could be longer. Yeah.
Sure. And we also have a third question from another person. This is from Jeannie. And Jeannie would like to know, could you share any tips for beginners to memorize flute fingerings better and faster?
I think the best advice is that there is no shortcut. So take your time learning the fundamentals. If your foundation is strong, like the fingering, the tonguing, the way you blow, the way you breathe, if that's strong, you will have less problems later. Okay. Try to rush into it, I would say is not a good idea. But as probably many teachers say, practice your scales is very important.
Yes, I remember that one growing up too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much for answering all our questions. And before we go, we kind of want to ask maybe if you could play a little something for us?
Yeah. Sure. There is one piece by Henry Mancini.
The film composer, right?
Yes, exactly. And this piece begins with a few scales going up and down. And I think this is very special in case you're working on memorizing fingerings. This is a good way to practice.
Okay. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching 3 Questions with an SSO Musician. Now, if you liked today's video, please remember, stay tuned on the SSO's Facebook and YouTube page for more content. Bye!
Goodbye.